Hey, this is Sam from the Jungle Giants. Check out my interview with Mr.Indie. Rakata. Well, I guess it started. It started back at home. I was making a beat, kind of based on. I had a bunch of different samples from sample packs, and I was splicing together a melody out of multiple different tracks. And some of them were in Spanish, some of them were in English, some of the vocals. And my intention was originally to sing it all in Spanish once I figured out the melody. Sorry, sing it in English. But then once I did try and sing it in English, it didn't sound nearly as good. So I realized I was like, oh man, I have to make a Spanish song now. So then, fast forward to a couple of months later, we were in Mexico and I met up with RENEE just to talk about the song and if she was interested in doing it. And we just clicked. We're like friends for life now. We love each other so much. I think we both stand for the same thing. She loves talking about art. She loves making music. She's intense and funny. And we really clicked. And I think we found something in each other that we resonated with. So we hit the studio. We went and got some tacos, had some mezcal, made all the lyrics. And it was, I think it was probably one of the most fun collaborative processes I've ever had. And I think I gained an amazing friend out of it. So I think that's one thing that makes the song really special for me is I think you can kind of hear that we're having fun and giggling. And there was a bit where she was saying a huevo all the time in the studio. So I recorded that and put it in the song. There's all these little bits and moments. And then, in the video as well, part of it was we just had to chat and the director was like, just look natural, just chat. And then we were just chatting, we were getting to know each other in the film clip. And then there was one bit where the director was like, oh, we cut ages ago, and we were still talking. And she said, you look really natural. And we really were. So, Rakata was intense fun to make. Yeah. We were eating, I'm not sure what those little crisps were, but we were eating all the Mexican street snacks and stuff. And they were really good. Yeah. The clip was tacos, snacks, good salsas. It was great. We ended up eating really good food all through the day, which was really fun. I did, yeah. When we were making it, RENEE was showing it to me, and she said it's kind of like a classic. And part of when we were making the song, we were like, what does Rakata mean? And so we tried to establish the lyrics around it to say this version of Rakata, it means to let yourself go, just to be natural. And that's our definition. But it was cool hearing that original, that classic Rakata. But yeah, that's how it goes. There's a lot of songs out there. You can't find them all. Yeah. Well, I think we were really lucky to find such a good director. Her name's Rosella. And I think for me, it was important that we had a female director because, a lot of the elements of the song is female driven. It's sung by RENEE. It's kind of a kind of female leadership role. And I wanted it to, have a woman's touch in the filming of the film clip. And Rosella was saying it's really important if we're going to make a clip, to kind of show the Mexico that, real Mexicans live. And that, she would kind of find just spots where her and her friends go. And I really liked that. I didn't want to do anything kind of cliche. And I think she wanted to show the gritty, beautiful part of Mexico that isn't necessarily seen. And I liked that. I thought that was a great approach. And I think it kind of matched the song as well. We wanted to do things that spoke to not just RENEE and my friendship, but, our love for Mexico. And she's from Monterrey, loves Mexico City. She hasn't been there long, but she really loves Mexico. And it's really nice having a friend like her. She's teaching me a lot about Mexican culture and where to go. I think it's just a testament to our director, Rosella. She's amazing. Yeah, that was a beautiful experience. Alex, we've become good friends. We kind of met through a friend, had some nice lunch, and hit the studio. And I think we've clicked. I think that we have similar writing styles. We've got a couple of ideas that aren't finished yet, but we're pretty excited about them. I think it's when I next go back, I think we're going to hammer down in the studio and finish them. But it's fun. He's a really fun guy to write music with, and a really sweet guy. Like, I met his family, and we had like a big lunch, and yeah, really nice guy. And I really hope we finish those songs quick because they're nice. No, not yet. Like, I think while I was there, it was a combination of touring, and then I was happy to have spent time with Alex Sintek and RENEE. But, you know, this is just what I love about Mexico. There's so many amazing people making music, and I find that people are quite open and willing to try things, which is great. So it just makes me want to go back there as soon as I can and make more music with cool people. Like, you know, I feel quite free when I'm there, and I feel really inspired. So when I came home from that trip, there was just so much. I had so much new music, and that's a successful trip, I think. I feel great. Like, the tour is going amazingly. Actually, we're really enjoying it. The shows have been amazing. Lots of sold out shows. We're in New Zealand right now. Got a show tonight. And yeah, Rakata has been going really, really well. I think at first, you know, I wasn't too worried about the Spanish in this song, because I think the beat is pretty, you know, it's infectious. Like, I think, and the melody is quite clear. People kind of just dance to it. Do you know what I mean? They're not too worried about singing along. They just kind of sing the melody. Like, they're like, da, da, da. That's it. They don't really need to sing the Spanish. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it's getting received. And, you know, it is different, of course. Yeah. But you know, this is a big part of my process. I like every record. I like to change the sound. And it, you know, this has been, I mean, you can see it by the proof. Like, you know, first time I did Heavy Hearted, that was the first dance song we'd done. But I think it's important to push yourself. If you've got new ideas that interest you, you've got to follow them. It just means that you grow as an artist. It means that you expand what your writing can be. Yeah, it's really nice to see people responding to it. It's just fun to see people just dancing to it so early, because usually it takes a little while live for people to, you know, get used to the song and people are listening. But Rakata, people just dancing straight away, which is a great sign for me. It's really, really fun to watch.
Shirt. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah,
this one.
Yeah, that one.
I actually, I mean, I love this shirt. I think it kind of is my lucky shirt. The funny thing is, I don't know what it says. I think at one point we tried to translate it, and it's an old Russian proverb about the clouds. But you know what? I'll do a Google Translate and I'll let you know. But I'm glad it's not something rude or something scary. It's just something cute about clouds. I mean, wow, we ate like one distinctive thing about Jungle Giants is we all really love food. And, you know, if we're ever going to a new place, we do so much research on, you know, the best places, or, you know, the places not the tourists go, but where the locals love to eat. And we were lucky to have a lot of good, like, friends there now that gave us some great places. We tried Contramar, which is great seafood tacos, amazing. Yeah, I can't remember all the places now, but we ate so many good tacos, and we tried a lot of new things. Like in Guadalajara, we had birria in like a really old, beautiful building. Kind of just, it looked really kind of ancient, and it was delicious birria. We didn't know at the time that there was all kinds of strange things inside of it, but it was delicious. I loved it. And we tried pickled pig's feet, which was nice. I think we're quite adventurous with the food we eat. And I think in Mexico, it's so colorful, vibrant, tasty, spicy. It's everything I love. And it always has a margarita next to it, which is also our favorite drink. We've had a discussion about that. I think we're kind of like considering it right now. Just like, you know, doing a one-off show where we just play the song, which I think like maybe I should just put it on Instagram and ask if people want that, you know? But I think like if people wanted us to do that, I think for sure we would, because I think it'd be kind of cute. And it would be nice to mark the 10 years. That's crazy. It's 10 years. Oh my God. But it'd be nice to mark the occasion for sure. I think for some reason, Come and Be Alone With Me is what sticks in my head at the moment. I liked recording that song because while we were doing the vocals, a plane flew over the top of the studio and it fit perfectly in the song, and it was between my singing as well, so it didn't interrupt the vocal take, but we really loved it. And I just remember that was like that, making that record was full of really nice moments, random moments that we put in the record, and I loved that. And Come and Be Alone With Me, that was just a really nice opener to the record. And yeah, I still really like that song. I think if we play it live, that's one that I'd be really excited to play for sure.